What's wrong? So basically for today's video, this ended up like being kind of like a last minute video that I made. So basically this video includes like some footage on like a really bad traffic incident that I ran into on my way to Gardens of the Gods, which was supposed to be like a mostly off camera trip that I went on, but things ended up like taking a turn on the way to Gardens of the Gods, and I got some footage of that and a little bit of an explanation on like updates on like how I was feeling during that time. The worst traffic incident I've been in my life, something I never experienced. Like it was like a 3-hour sit like traffic jam, and there was actually people that were just sitting out there beside their cars, and there was even a couple people that had their chairs up because it was just like exceptionally rare bad traffic that I ran into today on my way to Gardens of the Gods. So I did document that in this video. I did film a little bit while I was at Gardens of the Gods because I ended up like discovering a couple different areas I've never like filmed at any other time I've been to that place, so I did feature some of that after that traffic incident. That's basically like what today's video is gonna be like. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so it's after 1 right now, so I never thought I was gonna be making a video like this ever in my life. And I actually wasn't going to be filming today either, because this is like a day trip I was going to be doing off camera. I brought my camera just in case I saw something that stood out on this trip, but this fucking happened. And yeah, I'm going to be swearing a lot in the next clips because I'm not really in a good mood right now. I've been in some pretty bad traffic jams, especially like on trips, but I've been alive for 22 years now. This is the worst traffic jam I've ever been in my life. Even like whenever I went to LA, like back in 2011 and all that was nowhere near as bad as this shit. So this has been my experience on what was supposed to be like an off day trip to go see Gardens of the Gods again. Go there off camera with my dad and go check out the place today. This has been my experience, and I don't think I'm gonna be getting there till like 4 or 5 o'clock now. I was supposed to originally get there at 2:30, so I am not in a good mood, and I did not think I was gonna be vlogging at all today, but this happened. So on here it's saying it's like a 54-minute delay, and earlier it was saying 41 minutes. It just feels like the time just keeps going up too. There's no way I can get out of this either, even if I was just like to turn around and go back home, because I don't even know if I feel like going to this place anymore. I don't know like how things are going to be with day trips in the future too, because this is just motivating me to not want to leave my house this summer. And I guess it's kind of a reason why I see why people just want to stay at their house like more often these days, and why people just like they just want to stay at home and just be on their phones all day, or just like not go anywhere unless it's like their job or somewhere else they have to go. Just try to go somewhere like to enjoy a park off camera today, and ended up being one of the worst accident I've ever been in my life, and I don't even know what's going on either. The maps has not said any kind of details. And I also was in traffic the last 2 days trying to go places like that were near my house, like places that were just within my home area. It wasn't this bad, but there was still a shit ton of traffic, and now I can kind of see why people don't want to leave their houses these days. But this is a little update on what's going on, and I don't know if I'm going to be picking up the camera again. I might give an update on like what happens. I don't know when I'm getting out of this either. I've been walking down this for like the past like at least 5 minutes. It's probably been like almost 10 minutes I've just been walking down this road.
Many unbearable hours later.
So literally a little update. I just walked into the woods, explored a little bit. There's dead ass nothing else you can do right now, and it just feels like every single time I go and check like on a little update on like how the traffic's doing, it just feels like it continuously gets worse and it's not gonna improve. Like this is the worst situation I've ever been in, like just going anywhere, and it honestly feels like fucking hell. It feels like fucking hell. Yeah, 78 degrees at the moment. Feels a little bit cooler in the woods than in the car, but this has just been a living fucking hell, and it does not feel like it's going to end. I've been in this since like, I would say like 12:40, and it's 1:31. We still got a ways to go, like a ways. So I don't know if we're halfway done with being this. I don't know if we're gonna get to Gardens of the Gods today or just anywhere, be able to see anywhere around here. So, and even if I did go there, I don't know how much of a mood I'm gonna be to want to do anything there. There's like not even an update, there's no explanation for what's going on. It's just been hell. It just feels like it keeps getting worse too. So I just feel like there's no hope at the moment, and this might be the only thing I get to do the whole day. So I don't know anymore. I feel bad for all the people other people are having to deal with this right now that were just trying to get about their days. Like, just imagine like someone had to take this way to work or something like that. Like, I genuinely just feel bad for all these other people. If I'm gonna be completely honest right now, I would not wish this shit upon my worst enemy.
2,000 years later.
This is another update. I don't think I'm ever escaping this hell. I don't think I'm ever gonna escape this. I had to take this way whenever the bungee jumping trip and like the Chattanooga trip that I was planning on doing this summer, I had to take this route as well. I mean, it's gonna be early in the morning whenever I am driving this way on those trips, but I don't even know how much this motivates me to even want to go and do those trips anymore this summer. I mean, after this, it just makes me wonder if I even want to still go out and do that, especially if it's gonna be anything like this. I'll probably make an update in like a later video if I'm still am, if any of this shit's gonna fucking improve by the time I go and do that trip. The bungee jump is like around like 3 weeks from now, and then the Tennessee was gonna be like four or something weeks from now. And I don't know if it's gonna be like this. It is gonna be early in the morning whenever I drive down this part of the road, to be fair, but it just motivates me to just not want to go anywhere for the rest of the summer, especially if I have to take this route. Because this has just been the worst fucking traffic experience I've had in my life.
One eternity later. One long angry line later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Eventually.
Okay, so it's like 5:20 right now, so I finally made it to the park. Things have been getting a little bit better since that traffic incident. I finally got out of it around like 3:45. It lasted 3 hours. Like, that was the longest I've ever had to sit through traffic, and we were like not even moving at all. Not even one bit. We were just like in a parking lot for 3 hours straight. I mean, I'm starting to feel a little bit better now, but I'm still kind of like not the best mood because of that happening earlier today, but made it here. Mainly came here as like an off-camera visit, but just want to give you a little bit of the update that I did end up making it to the place and I survived that traffic incident. So hopefully that's like the only time I have to deal with that for the rest of the summer. And I think whenever like I do future trips, I'm gonna be leaving the house a lot earlier too. Like, I'm not gonna be leaving like after 9 a.m. A little update on that.
It's getting late. You can get my... Capitol Reef.
Okay, I see. Okay, so it's almost 10 o'clock at night right now, so officially made to the rest area. Things definitely did get better once I like got to Gardens of the Gods and kind of settled there for a little while today. Got to spend like 2 hours there. I didn't do quite as much as I did like whenever I filmed some of the videos there. Like I did end up filming a little bit while I was there because I ended up like kind of discovering like this like one area, some areas I've never like really climbed at before. So I did get a little bit of footage at Gardens of the Gods, but not as much as I had whenever I went there in the past. So it was nice getting to go and see the place again today. The traffic incident that I experienced earlier today was a nightmare, but I mean, it ended up like being a really nice, peaceful way to spend the day. Nothing like too like intense. It was definitely the perfect place to go to today because it wasn't like overly like strenuous hiking. I was pretty exhausted after dealing with that traffic, so it was like a nice little place to relax. And also it was like in the, more of the evening, so it felt cooler outside, which was really nice and relaxing as well. So things did end up getting better like throughout the day as the day progressed, but I still don't want to ever experience anything like what I did earlier, like with that 3-hour traffic jam. There was literally one point where I just didn't even think I was even gonna be able to get home tonight. Like I thought I was gonna be stranded on the road for like overnight at one point. Once I like re-downloaded the app and got the like maps app back, I feel like there was like no progress being made. It either was like the same amount of time or it ended up like going up. It also did teach me that like even if I know how to get to the place, like with Gardens of the Gods, I didn't have the maps app downloaded before the traffic incident because I knew how to get to that place by memory. My recommendation, even if you know how to get somewhere, always check like a maps app or some kind of GPS app to see like what the traffic conditions are like before heading out to a place. Like, and just check it throughout the drive as well. Check it throughout the drive just in case something changes. Like I definitely learned that today. And I'm also gonna like, whenever I go to places more often in the future, I'm not gonna be leaving as late as I did today. Like I'm gonna try to probably leave at like 10 a.m. at the absolute latest, but probably like preferably by 9 a.m. I am grateful like whenever I do the bungee jumping like in June, and if I go back out to Chattanooga, if I like try to do that, I'm gonna be leaving early in the morning for those trips, and I'm not gonna be getting back home around this area until late at night. Like 64, like between St. Louis and Mount Vernon, like that part like right before you get to Mount Vernon is really bad right now. I'm hoping as like the summer progresses, like that things will start getting better with this highway, but I think I might be taking some like alternative routes whenever I do those trips, even if I do leave early in the morning. I'm definitely gonna be paying attention a lot more to like traffic conditions before I leave to the place and as I'm driving. Like even if I know how to get to a place by memory, I'm still gonna have the GPS app in the background just in case something happens. So I mean, unless I'm like driving somewhere like within my hometown, and some of the stuff that I deal with at home is like maybe 5-10 minute delays, 15 minutes at the absolute worst. That's something at least I can handle. It's not like 3 hours, but definitely if I'm going somewhere that's over like 30 minutes, 45 minutes away, I'm definitely gonna have a GPS in the background to check on traffic conditions throughout the drive. So definitely learned that today, but today ended up working out, even though that was like the worst traffic incident I've ever been in my life and really terrible situation to be in earlier. But Gardens of the Gods was really amazing today, really peaceful atmosphere today. That's a little update on that. I don't know if I'm going to be featuring anything else in today's video, but if I do something like around my home area, including this video, I'll either see you guys for that or for the outro. Okay, so this is about all I'm gonna be doing for today's video, so hope you enjoyed like some of the documentary of like the traffic incident that I dealt with earlier today, and kind of like my opinion on that and getting some footage of that. I also hope you enjoyed a little bit of the footage I got at Gardens of the Gods and me checking out a couple of areas I've never been to at the place and got some views that I've never got any other time I've been there. It wasn't like the craziest video I made, but I did get some cool footage at Gardens of the Gods and got to kind of document a really terrible, unique traffic experience I had today that was just like exceptionally bad and pretty rare. So hope you enjoyed some footage of that and that kind of getting a video where I kind of experienced that, even though I hope I never had to make a video like this ever again. If I end up like having something like this happen again, I don't know if I'm going to film it like I did this time, but I just hope I never experience anything like that again. And I hope none of you guys watching this video had to go through anything like that either. So, and let me know if you've been in a traffic incident that's been as bad as the one I went in today or something worse, because I mean, I have heard about people being in pretty bad traffic instances like during winter storms, so let me know if you guys have been in anything pretty bad like that. So I do hope you enjoyed today's kind of unique video, bit of a different video from what I normally make, and definitely am in a better mood than I was earlier at the start of the video. So subscribe and keep my post notifications on to see you do next, and I'll see you guys next time.